Hello YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to make hopefully a quick video on harvest wild plants and fungi. When I saw 50 I thought, oh crap, I'm going to have to go and run all over the wasteland trying to find this. It's going to be tedious and going to be a pain. But it's actually really not that difficult. It allows you to harvest your own plants. So if you are at a camp or a friend's camp that has lots of plants, just this area, I don't really have a lot of plants. I'll actually show you at the end of the video, if you guys are interested, a farm that I built up in the mountains in the Savage Divide, where it was specifically for farming. So, but I'm not going to go through that now. But if you just take a look at this little camp here, this is my other character's camp. We'll have a bunch of corn, some Nutri-Fruit, a whole bunch of razor grain, and up here I have a whole bunch of razor grain. Not significantly a lot. I mean, there's quite a bit here. Blackberries down here. I've got a few potatoes here, and I was able to pretty much some melons down here. I was pretty much able to, on my one character, able to tick off 50. I might have had a few plants on the way here that I collected, but pretty much this kind of covered most of it. So you're able to actually harvest plants right in your camp if you have a lot of plants. The other place that you can obviously go, if you guys don't know, is right here by Silver Homestead, and that's where we're going to actually head. There's a whole bunch, if you don't know, there's a whole bunch of corn and razor grain, more than you guys should know about this area if you've done the Bev DLC, where you know, you had to go and make a whole bunch of beer and stuff. But let's go there quickly, and of course you can obviously go anywhere all over the wasteland, pick up fungi or wild plants and rhododendrons and sook, I mean Toxic Valley, whatever, depending where you are. But if you want a quick and easy one, which I wanted, so I'm gonna head there. So let's head up there and take a look at Silver Homestead, just to make sure that it does actually work. And then I will actually switch characters and I will show you the farm I built out in Savage Divide, for those that are interested in sticking around. And for the guy that asked me to remove the loading screens, yes, I'd love to remove them, but it's just too tedious, takes too long. I'd like to get these videos uploaded as quick as possible. I get it, it's kind of annoying for me, but it's just too much work for me to actually do that. So bear with me, or you know. Okay, so we're actually at Silver Homestead. Now, I believe this is the corn area, or we'll get into the corn area and then we'll get into the razor grain area. I mean, just with corn alone, you'll be able to hit that 50, no problem. Okay, so just walk towards the workshop. If you did spawn in that location, of course. I may have actually overgone the corn. The corn's kind of just on the other side there. We'll get there in a sec. I'll show you where that is, just for those that don't know about it. But yeah, let's hit the razor grain first. As you can see, there is a... Let's deal with these guys first. There's a ton of razor grain here. More, like I said, either corn or razor grain will be more than enough to hit that 50, no problem. Okay, so if we go ahead and pick these guys, so there you go. You can just frickin', this entire field is just filled with razor grain. Very easy, you don't have to run around, it's all in one location, no problem. Like I said, the whole field filled with razor grain all the way down there, and I believe it even goes a bit further than that. But let's head back. I'll show you where the wild corn is for those guys. So some of you should be familiar. There is a event that happens here in that silo just to the top right there of me, and just below that silo is where all the corn typically is. And you actually, there's some corn behind the shed a little bit, a couple, and so again, a whole bunch of corn over here. And if you run out, you need a little bit extra. There's a cup of corn at the back here that you can actually grab as well. So there you go. Very easy, very quick, very painless. I thought it was going to be a lot more tedious to do than I thought I would do. So glad that we're able to hit it with just picking stuff in our farm. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. It does help me out a lot, and I do appreciate it. And for those that want to stick around, let me show you the farm that I built in the mountains. I have a whole whack. It was really my beer farm that I created when I was doing the Biv quest line. I built a whole bunch of mostly corn and razor grain and potatoes, but it's razor grain and corn are the main thing there. But I have added some potatoes just so I can make some additional oil and stuff. Okay, let me just show you just at my farm here. I'll go to the roof so you can just kind of get a better view of what I've done here. So just below I actually have a couple of potatoes there right on the deck prior to them fixing that glitch. But right over here I have, as you can see, a whole whack of corn planted and a whole whack of razor grain. So this is my farm. I'm actually located up in the mountains here. Kind of just sort of west of Ellie's Ames bunker or below the cabbage patch, Hopeful Cave. But anyway, there's a nice little spot. There's actually a little house here with a bunch of junk, you know, some plastic. There's actually 2 cash boxes. Yeah, it's kind of a nice little neat location. I really actually have anyone come and visit me up here. So no one really bothers me up here. But yeah, I have a whole whack of stuff that you can just harvest on one of my characters. I mean, if you have extra characters, I mean, you guys should, there's a lot of reasons to actually build them up. You don't actually have to spend a lot of time on them. This one's a fairly low character, 33. It's not too low, but you can, you build them to build farms, and when you need stuff like this, you can actually just use your camps to create farms and specific reasons to do so. So a bunch of potatoes there, so when I want to actually make some vegetable starch, I've got a whole bunch of stuff here and stuff. So yeah, pretty cool. I like the location. Even got some corn in that by default. There's a little area that there's a few plants here already. Like I said, there's a bunch of plastic and junk here that respawns. And there's actually 2 cache boxes. Normally one spawns, but sometimes you get 2 that spawn, and they spawn right over here. So one's kind of on the ground here, very visible, and one's kind of half into the, you'd have to be looking for it, but one's kind of half embedded into this this toilet thing, this outhouse. So there's actually 2 cache boxes. There's a water source just down the mountain, just a little bit down the mountain here. There's a water source. You can go grab water if you need boiled water. Plus there's actually a workbench here already, and there's a water source right here if you don't mind collecting. Of course you can put your own there, right? So, and then while I'm here, I'll just quickly give you a tour of the camp. I kind of wanted a farmhouse looking camp here, so I kind of built it in a way that kind of looked like a bit of a farmhouse. I'd built one out of metal before, which I just absolutely hated, but I liked what this one turned out to be. And now I had this before they actually removed the fire glitch. We could actually build some stuff here. Had some potatoes. This one was one of my favorites. To be able to put that there. And just kind of a little sleeping area upstairs, yeah. Anyway, there you go. Hope you liked the video. For those that stuck around, I got all my crafting stations just on the outside. Just kind of a slightly different design than I typically would do with my other camps. I like this sort of pole holding up stuff, it's kind of, I did that a lot in Fallout 4, kind of like that kind of concept. Anyway, thanks for watching. Enjoy.